time it is, man. It's so many videos up on the internet, man, showing straight hate. I mean, they celebrate. They talking about black people. Man, they celebrating on the demise of Carmelo Anthony, man. They really, I mean, it, man, it looks like it's an endless amount of videos on Carmelo Anthony, white and black, celebrate. I say, wow. This just show you the hate that's out there for black people in general. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we stood up, you know, and they like, it's like they want us to literally side with them, against our own children. I said, wow, this is real. And I mean, and I don't know if it was the internet. I mean, I watched one video. I wanted to hear what, one of these coon, they had some, they was doing a little breakdown on Carmelo Anthony. So I just watched it. And then you know how they have related videos and shit. So I goes back in maybe 10, 15 minutes later, and it got all just an endless amount of videos similar to what I watched, and half of them was black. I seen one white reporter said that he wouldn't care if they gave Carmelo Anthony the chair. They act like, man, this boy just plotted to kill this boy. You know what I'm saying? This was a situation which, it turned out how it turned out. But it was a spontaneous thing. It wasn't planned out. It happened, spontaneously. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't like the boy went to the track to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and so the boy put his hands on Carmelo, Austin Metcalf put his hands on Carmelo Anthony, and, things ensued. Simple as that. But man, they hate this man's family, his mama, his daddy. I know they been moved out of Collins County. I know damn well they ain't nowhere near Collins County. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure they didn't flee because they would not be safe. You know what I'm saying? They'll be locking his ass up and her ass too for something. They'll throw something on them in a minute. If they don't come from down there, man. It's sad. It's really sad. They shouldn't even be in Texas. That's how bad it is for them. You know, and I'm just looking at all these reporters, man. They say, oh, they lying, and they lying. They all the money that they didn't had, and and they bankrupt. I'm looking at all, man. They got all kind of shit up there, man. Like, is this? I mean, wow. I mean, and they didn't say it now. They ain't me, cause they didn't already said that they have compassion for Austin Metcalf. It ain't like they ain't got they got compassion. Nigga like me. Don't ask me, cause Black Power. Don't ask me if I got some, cause you already. But they didn't. They didn't. It ain't like they haven't had compassion. So where's the hate? You know, they act like the parents told the boy. Like they would know that they would get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they act like they son been whooping people and all of that. And they saying that all that Carmelo Anthony he took some pictures with a gun or something. I didn't know that. So what? Look how many pictures Austin Metcalf and his family and it got guns, AKs and all that they took. I say, man, these peoples is low down and they just don't give a goddamn. It ain't about we caring what they saying, cause we just know what it is. Like, man, how this wicked cabal with the bootleg Negroes. You see, it's full of bootleg Negroes on YouTube. Man, look at this, man. Jason Whitlock. Yeah, Jason Whitlock. Uh, 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 what is this shit? Black conservative perspective. I'm just listen to this. Yeah, what is it? The Cartier family. The Cartier family, them boys all on, you know, super, super cool. What is this? What is this? Ask the doctor of common sense. What is he talking about? Hey man, listen here, nigga. You got a raccoon. You a country nigga. Yeah, you, nigga. You, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Go on back in the backwoods, nigga. You don't know what's going on. Go on back there, nigga. Drink your moonshine and leave this street shit alone. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You already know Officer Tatum. Yeah, you already know. Anybody got officer in their name, you already know what it is. The Hodge and see, and look how YouTube did this shit now. You see what I'm saying? They didn't. I ain't never seen it like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't align it. So it just videos. I ain't never seen it like that. Now at least it should be some. It just Carmelo Anthony. So you gonna get some. Again, you stacking the deck just like with the jury. They stacking the video where you getting just. I mean, I didn't count it in a row. What's this other? Lockdown 23-1. Another hater, but he white. But they still got them all in the Hodge twins. We already know. The Jay Witt podcast. It's sad. It's sad how many of them they had in a row. It's another one. What's her name? What is she saying? Blame degenerate culture. Carmen JC. Yeah, they all like what's this? Devore Darkins. Another super cool. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't line it up. They didn't stack the videos. They didn't stack the videos one after another. They didn't stack the videos one after another. So they trying to line the whole family up. So I mean, what do they want? What did they expect that man's mom and daddy to do? Just throw him under the bus? They literally wanted that boy's Carmelo Anthony's mother and father to sacrifice him to pay homage to Austin Metcalf. Literally, they act like they wanted his mom and daddy to take the stand against him. Yeah, my son did it. Yeah, he did it. I mean, that's what is that what they expected? Wow, man, this shit is crazy. So they got all these videos up here, man, trying to destroy them. The hate is real. The hate is real. And you understand what I'm saying? It's if somehow, things happen, you know, and the boy defended himself, and really I believe he just was trying to get the boy up off of him. I don't think in his mind he intended to kill the boy. I don't think nobody, but I am gonna get you off of me. I'm gonna stick your ass so you come up off of me. You see what I'm saying? And I believe that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Give you something to think about so you go sit your ass down and stay. And you know what I'm saying? Go sit on down and keep your hands to yourself. That's self-defense. In self-defense. And I don't think that boy at all intended to kill him. You know, I don't. How many times did he stick him? I didn't. Was it once? Did he just? I mean, in a fit of rage? I thought it was just one time. You know what I'm saying? He that good. He could. You know what I'm saying? On the first. So it was probably. You know what I'm saying? A situation. I don't think is he a master kung fu artist or some, where they train people with knives. And I could see if he stood over him and just, in a fit of rage, just hit him about 5, 6, 7 times. But to my understanding, and I had to go do some research, but it's still self-defense. It's still self-defense, but they act as if his mom and daddy should throw him up under the bus. Yeah, yeah. They act like his mom and daddy should just take the stand for Austin Metcalf against their own son. you know. And so how wicked is they? Because I mean, the people that's calling and threatening and shit. Oh, that's the law. That's civilization. You know what I'm saying? They keep talking about, but they calling these people's house, threatening them, and all of this shit. Nobody's talking about that. That's wrong and shit. They didn't tell, it was a situation. They didn't tell their son, but if you need to defend yourself, but they act like they plotted to get the boy before they left home. Yeah, make sure you get him. They didn't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's the devil. When you strike the devil down, it don't make no difference. Right or wrong, like how dare you defend yourself? How dare you defend yourself? You feel what I'm saying? So, man, the family got to be safe, and I'm quite sure they is out of, because they stick together down there, county to county. So shit, you have to get, they'll tell the other county. Yeah, I heard they jumped him. I heard they jumped him. Yeah, yeah, I heard they jumped him. You know what I'm saying? And they saying it was more than just his brother. To my understanding, it was more than just him and his brother. That was, that's to my. And they saying that the video was crystal clear. They saying the video was crystal clear, that they could see exactly what was going on. So, yeah, the fight is on now. The fight is on, and they ass gonna lose, and the man, they gonna crumble, cause all this racist shit that they been said, they gonna crumble. All these peoples out here, man, this is gonna be like the end of the world. You feel me? You gonna hear all the idols crashing down. They ain't gonna have shit else to stand on no more. This is gonna be a very critical trial. It very well may be the most critical trial in the last 100 years. Straight up. You understand what I'm saying? This could be the most critical trial in over 100 years, man. Serious. We're gonna have to buckle in for this one. We're gonna have to buckle in for this one. Cause you see what's happening now. Wait till this appeal get to popping. Okay? And so we should be hearing soon on his lawyer And I hope they get a dog lawyer. You cannot, you know what I'm saying? Get you some advisors that know what's going on, man. We can't play no games with this appeal. Get over there to Patreon, click the link, family, in the video description. Get over there, get that work, support the general, and I'll see y'all soon. Black Pop.